the movement towards digital acceleration has moved forward by 10 years. It's a giant leap. And I sit on a whole series of boards, both formal boards on publicly listed companies and private PE boards and then advisory boards. So I really get a cross-section of insights as to what are going on in terms of those boardrooms. And I can tell you the great common denominator is don't miss this digital transformation, the shift to the right, because each of the businesses have a real opportunity for acceleration. But at the same time, they're saying, let's make sure that we're staying safe. And I've been involved in more than tabletop exercises, real exercises that are happening because as we quickly deployed to move into this new remote operating model, we increased our overall vulnerability. So the pressure has been on. On top of that, and you can get this out of FBI data and others, is the threat vector has actually increased dramatically in terms of people wanting to do nefarious activities. And so everything from ransomware and then on. And then what's also happening is the software is getting that much better. Right? So if you overlay these three curves with the software getting better, you're able to both prevent with greater capabilities, but they need in terms of sophistication of what you're blocking has gone on. So the role of the women and men in these chairs is just the most important, and hopefully the boards are hearing from them directly, and also making sure that they're getting correctly funded. The first thing you're going to want to do is what's working, what's not, right? You want those two up there, and you want in your crisis management center, you want those so that everyone sees it, whether it's in the real operating center or on the digital. And then as you ended that, Ed, as the Socratic question of why. Why isn't it working? Where is that? Where do we need to crawl back in and fix that? The other important part of asking why, in my mind, is the actions that you're about to take. So, for example, I was recently involved in a real-time cyber event where we've got the attorneys, outside attorneys, giving us great advice in terms of actually had to do with notifications and what was required in different countries. And I just started asking the question, why? Why? Who's the underlying regulatory body that's triggering this type of, where is and I think that's the CISOs and CIOs really need to ask that question of the authorities that they surround themselves with, because there are people, all of them, trying to be as helpful as possible, but oftentimes driving you to a path of behavior that if you don't stop and say, why are we on this, you may end up going down the wrong path.